Hey there, this is Paige. I grew up in the very small city of Rushville. It was just my mom, my dad, my brother, and myself. Every day I would watch my mom do her hair and makeup, and I was always super fascinated with it. Being so young, it was so hard for me to do any of that on myself. So, with having a little brother with longer hair for most guys, I could easily do stuff with his. I would practice straightening, curling, and braiding his hair. He didn't seem to mind it at all. So one day I decided to try out makeup on him. But as we both started to grow up, he no longer wanted his hair and makeup done. So I began trying these looks on myself. I wasn't all that good at first, but one weekend my uncle and his girlfriend came to stay and she was a licensed cosmetologist. So I was super excited to have her there and wanted her to do my hair and makeup. So she did, and I looked the best I have ever looked myself. So this really jump started my passion to learn more and to be able to make other people look and feel as good as I did that day. After a lot of practice, I started to really impress myself at how good I was catching on to these new tutorials I would watch. As I had gotten older, I started to work. So I would go to places like Sephora, Ulta, and other beauty supply stores to get makeup to try the more difficult looks like cut creases. I've always had super long hair. So when I wanted to try something different and other than makeup for once, I had plenty of hair to work with. So I would follow tutorials on YouTube and learn how to do different updos and different braids like the zipper, the waterfall, the French, the Dutch, the fishtail braid, and so many more. Not long after my 16th birthday, I found out that my dad had gotten diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic and liver cancer, which was unfortunately in the incurable type. So for the next 2.5 years, it was all about my dad, taking care of him and making sure he was happy and comfortable. After he had finally lost his battle, I was beyond devastated. He was my hero and meant everything to me. So I wanted to do anything and everything that I could to make him proud of me. So I decided I needed a good job that paid well because now that he wasn't around, I had my little brother and my mother to take care of. As soon as I graduated high school, I thought the best career field for me to get into was nursing because it was good and it paid well. After I graduated, I started my prerequisites in college, and shortly into it, I knew that I really liked it, but that nursing really wasn't for me. So I thought, now what are you going to do? Since I had no idea what to do, I started working full time at my local hospital in the kitchen. After countless months of not knowing and being so lost, I saw an ad on social media, and this opened my eyes and made me see that I have been and always will be passionate about cosmetology and that that's what I wanted my future to be about. So I applied and got accepted into the school. So after that, I took a tour, and as soon as I talked to the counselors, some of the teachers, and some of the students, and saw the school for myself, I knew that this is where I wanted to go, and that cosmetology is what I want to do for my forever. The only thing now is paying for it. I've worked so many long hours and got so much overtime, but with being the only one working, it makes it so hard to save. So this scholarship would give me the opportunity to hit the ground running and make my forever happen.